Cool. Welcome everybody to our coverage of an NBFL Game of the Week. We've got the new Ziggland Chariots, Wolves' Chaos Dwarf team in blue on our right, and in red for the first time, Happy Grew's Mean Fey Quackers, his new High Elf team. No longer the Apes, no longer the Slan. He is a normal, regular, traditional Blood Bowl team. We are fascinated to see how he does. Unless you're Wolves, which you may not be. But Grew nonetheless has a rookie team, and that could, not be easy against a very experienced Chaos Dwarf team that has made the AFC Championship game 2 seasons in a row now. So we'll see if Grew finds a way to be competitive early. He's got an interesting catcher thrower, if that makes sense. It's a thrower with catch on it. We'll see if there's any sneaky tech that he figures out with that guy. Among his other draftees, he's got some catchers. He's got a strength 4 leaping blitzer that is likely pretty important. And then Wolves joins and leaves and joins, and all my markings are gone, so if that happens again, I will not be remarking this. Welcome, Gark. I believe Gark playing tomorrow for his season opener. One of the last Week 1 games. I think there's 4, including the one that's about to be played. Yes, the random skill linos. Most of them not heat. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just not marking anything. I'll mark that guy, that guy, that guy. Oh, we got Morg and a wizard and a keg. Okay. How do you guys have so many Java problems? This is ridiculous. You can't keep leaving and rejoining and taking away my markings. This is not fair. How will the people know what these great players have? Just confirmed. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, Gark Angel season opener against a new corn team. Might be able to cover that one too. It's tomorrow. I don't expect it to go particularly well for corn going into Blodstep heavy elves, but good enough POWs against AV7 could be interesting. But over the long run, I will be very curious how Kid Crestel and his corn team does at this level. I will try this one more time. Lord help me if someone leaves again. We're already blaming Crichton for something, which seems about right. B, Russell, 7, Blanche. Yes, the banged up, super expensive, overpriced, should have been cut years ago bloaty Hobgoblins on a team that already has 2 Agility 4 Ball Centaurs. But what do we know? We're still kicking butt with this team despite any TV deficiencies or non-min-maxing and all this weird stuff on his team. Alright, players are all marked, just so they can all get erased when someone leaves the game again. Morgan, a wizard, let's see if it helps from Dash. Yeah, it's, you know, Morg is obviously the subject of a lot of discussion. His +2 Mighty Blow is ridiculous. He is only 380, which is also pretty ridiculous. Strength 6, AV 11, plus... I mean, all kinds of silly. But it's not going to be easy for Gru to 8-turn stall us out, most likely. So, are we getting a 3-turn score? 5 turns, maybe? We'll see what happens. Has the wizard for defense. Pretty aggressive setup by Wolves on defense. Not likely to lead to many removals from follow-ups, but terrified of Morg. Yeah, we know Chaos Dwarf coaches, much like Lizard coaches and the like. You don't like your 6-key blocker types getting banged up, and in fact, a little surprising that Morg is facing the plus AV blocker in the middle. Although he could just be there for the assist. You block him with your tackler, you take Morg and you blitz the Minotaur or somebody else. Oh yeah, Wolves loves his pixels, hence why the 2 Hobgoblins, despite their injuries and overlapping builds, are still on the team. Perfect defense. It's like 5 players get to move. Welcome as well, Dash. I'm assuming with the perfect defense we'll have Wolves kind of load the line and take away these blocks. Well, easy blocks. Gru is such a new team that it's going to be hard for him to disengage or get quality blocks despite all the guard. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the line already, if my markings are accurate. Yeah, so perfect defense slash solid defense. Not the same thing as it used to be, but still very, very potent. Despite not being much of a fouler, we do see a sneaky Git player for the High Elves. There's no bribe, but even old Gru might have to change his ways in the new rule set. I think Baz even threw a foul last week. Well, still technically week 1, but he played much earlier. Random roll, sneaky Git, perfect Hobgoblin. I want to say the High Elf lineman was chosen. Not sure about the Hob, but yeah, if you can get random dirty player or sneaky Git, it's a huge boon, obviously. We'll see what Gru decides to do here. Doesn't have a ton of options. He does have one guard free in the backfield. If you put him in the middle, underneath Morg, you've got a block there, tackle, free up Morg. Get a block there, get a POW. And an injury. Okay. Don't need to be apes to block some Chaos Storms. It seems gets a POW on the Blodger. Screw it. Do we get another one? Aw. Okay, but he does follow up, which implies we're getting a Morg Blitz on the Bull Centaur. Chose not to use the Apo on the blocker. Oh no, he's going for the lodging blocker and gets him too! Wow. I thought for sure he'd be going for the Bull Centaur. +2, making the difference on the armor roll. Niggling injury also coming to effect. Mark the sneaky git, so he can't do anything. Could. Also, that is the Claw Mighty Blow player. Also, whoever Wolves' next opponent should probably send Gru a gift basket. And we're getting another POW, just because. Soiled defense. I like that. Yeah, I mean, that's the risk you take. You loaded the line trying to create bad blocks, and instead you expose yourself to extra ones, and sometimes people roll high on the armor. Ah, so we finally... Oh, we get a foul. Nothing going. The vampires owe Gru the gift basket. Okay. Yeah, finally discovered why the thrower has catch. Not because he's gonna catch a pass from the other thrower and move downfield and all this other stuff. He's using him to farm SPPs. Which is brilliant. Use the thrower, throw to a catcher, hand back off to him, and you'll have a great thrower by mid-season, I guess. Who said vanity passing was dead? And because the dice are totally fair, Wolves' first block is only pushes. He's also throwing the wrong way. He did say something about that, having negative passing yards, or... I forget the context of that. Little daring, sidestepping into the Chaos Dwarf blockers. One has Mighty Blow. But you also force them to stay put unless you use that blitz. Here it is. Fair and equitable dice indeed. Pushes on the blitz. Sidesteps to control space again. So Morg's not going to be going down to get fouled. In fact, there may not be anybody to get fouled by this Hobgoblin. At least this turn. Small sample size, indeed. And he throws a 1-die block. There's the POW. Gets a stun. Both sides breaking armor so far. Travis Lewis going north, even out the defense. You gotta move the Hobgoblin though. Morg's gonna just beeline straight for that thing. I mean, Morg is relatively quick too, which is terrifying. He's movement 6. It's basically almost as good as a Saurus. Dash coming in with the math, saying that exactly 380 TV missing for New Ziggy, who I believe was at the cap of 2,800 or 2,790 going into the game. I suppose I could look at that. Oh, they were only 2,760. Wow. What does Ballista do? I want to... Yeah, I was going to say something to do with throw teammate, which will not be coming into effect here. I gotta sneeze. 1 second. Oh, okay, I'm back. He did leave the blocker down, which is not surprising. But you're giving up control over Morg for a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you have enough room to blitz Nelson Aguilar, the sneaky get Hobgoblin, with Morg if you want to. And heck, you could set up a pretty easy 3-die on him. Or Travis. I mean, that is a blogger. I'd rather blitz Andre. Not that it'd be as easy. We're going for the sneaky get, and his career's not over. Okay. Not yet, at least. But yeah, Travis Lewis is minus AV and has a niggling injury, so he is a juicy, juicy target. And you somehow don't even need an assist to 2-die blitz him, which is insane, because Morg's silly. And yeah, we could use our sneaky get to target the other sneaky get. That is a thing. I think we're going to keep the field spread out as Guru, though. We're not going to rush to that gap in the middle or go towards the bottom sideline. We want to stall this out a little bit until things start getting a little spicy. More backwards passing. Is this a thing? Do we have like a league leader in negative passing? There is a stat board, thanks to Hyper, so we can officially track that over the season. Looks like we're handing back off to the thrower. Be a little hesitant to have the catcher out in front there screening, but you only have so many chess pieces, I suppose. Check out this guy, I suppose. Unable to find a player. Oh, I missed the 7. Okay, we got a foul on the down blocker instead, but can't break armor this time. Gru lost a major because he refused to throw the right way. Wow. That is some Apajar level commitment. Negative 469. Nice passing yards. What a champ. Alright, so what do we do if we're Wolves here? They don't have any blocks available outside of maybe Morg, but you'd have to work to make that a good one. Your frenzy players are both up top, not doing a whole lot. Could use the Minotaur and blitz the sneaky get Lino into the blockers if you somehow didn't take him down. Hyper joining us in the chat. He's asking, he was late. Did both of the dwarves get moored? Which apparently is a... Is that a verb? Adjective? I never learned all that shit. Either way, no, Morg took out the second one, so the strength 4 lodging, Eric Ebrun, on turn 1. And earlier in the turn, Matt Judon was taken out by the blitzer? It was the catcher, actually. Tori. Just a good old solid thwack to the skull. So it was a hell of a turn 1 for Gru. Okay. Keeping your blockers next to each other's nice. Morg blitzed the sneaky get on the second turn. Oh, you're asking about this turn. Yeah, him blitzing the sneaky get with his blockers. It's a thing. Take out the fouling option. Dodging away with Tippett. Certainly giving up the bottom part of the field, though. The problem with this Frenzy Hobgoblin is you'd like to have him in the middle, ideally, for the Frenzy to reach kind of both sidelines, but if you put him in the middle, Morg's going to walk over and punch him straight in the throat. So he's going to run to the back. Minotaur doing absolutely nothing as per usual. Let's see what he does here. Is he going to go Savage? It is not. We're going to triple mark the catcher for some reason. Okay, there's a clear path here for Gru to walk through if he wants. He could blitz the Hobgoblin, but as much as I don't like POW hunting, Travis Lewis is right there. Minus AV, niggling injury, and I've got +2 Mighty Blow Morg. I'd be very tempted to move the boys on through the gap, blitz him with Morg, and even if we don't get him down, we can claim tactically we were just trying to make a better dodge out for our Lino here. And yeah, Wolves team has a bunch of like rookie Hobgoblins and still has almost max TV due to all the strength on the team. Going for the sneaky get instead. Can't get this guy down for some reason, but could take out the blockers, such as Blood Bowl. But yeah, having both Russell Wilson and Chavo on the bench seems like a huge waste. I mean, each player is probably at least 200K. Not only are they not on the field contributing in any way, they're on the bench just giving his opponent inducements. I might. Yeah, I mean, I might disagree with that hyper. I'm not super familiar with the rule changes. I know the niggling injury only matters on injuries, but if you know, for example, hit the bull centaur and he was badly hurt, and then I assume it could become seriously injured just based on the +1. I'm not sure how that shit works, honestly. But, you know, all of a sudden it's like, oh, maybe I don't Apple him. Or it's a minus AV now instead of badly hurt. Or maybe it goes from KO to badly hurt. So it could make a difference. Goes to 1-5. Okay, see, these are the numbers that I should probably know. Also, I have a... Oh, God, that's risky. I know you have catch and everything in pass, but you failed that, and... Oh, God. How is Gru doing a kind of, like, meme strategy of, like, throwing mid-turn to guys who are, like, completely uncovered, and making this work? I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of us wouldn't mind Travis Lewis kind of biting the dust. But regardless, I'd be tempted to smack him. He's also a kind of a nightmare player to deal with. Strength 5, blodge, agility 4, technically. There's a failed dodge. Not something important. Yeah, farming SVP in the middle of the opening game of the season with a rookie team against the two-time defending AFC champion. Well, sorry, he didn't win twice. He got to the AFC championship game twice, but the bravado of this new team amazes me. Get a POW on our blotch step guard lino. Dash, if you want to, you're allowed to talk. I know Gark one day will grace us with his voice. And that lino is knocked out. Only a +1 advantage for Greer now. I'd be tempted to take that Minotaur. I mean, we'd probably use a blocker, but take somebody and blitz Wintergreen, the lino here. And we could tag the thrower and everybody else from the back. Move Tippett down in front. Move the Frenzy down here as well. Kind of trap Gru up a little bit. Of course, if we overcommit to getting in front of the cage, there is a sneaky backdoor play, perhaps, where the catcher goes and gives the ball to the thrower catcher hybrid goes and gives the ball back to the catcher in the middle, who then gives the ball to the blitzer up top. Oh, we're getting a blitz on Morg, and this is awful because we assumed we were gonna not do that. Yeah, classic frenzy trap, but one that was very easily avoidable. Alright, well, Gru is given an opportunity. We'll see what he does with it. We've got plenty of choices for Morg. You can move your cage down the sideline. Hell, you can go back to your side of the field just to send a message. It is true, the Mighty Blow is no longer applied on a failed block, which is weird. Like, why should my Croxagore, for example, not be able to Mighty Blow something if they roll a Skull against him? Like, why are you blocking my Croxagore with your random-ass Lino? You should get punished for it. Stop trying to push my Croxagore away. He's just trying to stand there. Uh-oh. That little guy got lucky. Very late second round draft pick. Frenzy Wrestle. I want to say he was Wrestle Skill in the draft. Ended up going Frenzy. Also, I'm not sure I love that move by Gru. I know it's very unlikely that a 3-die with block is going to fail, but Bell Carrier was kind of exposed, so I would have rather moved everyone first. But outside of the 1 in like 300 something chance that that failed, you'll probably be fine. $215 to 1. See, this is why we need people like Hyper. He knows things that I don't. Oh lord, we're still farming SPP. Your NBFL champion catches the ball. I've got a question. Why am I not on the field? I've got Pro and I got Strip Ball. Why am I on the bench? Baz is on the bench. Stim's on the bench. Gark's on the bench. Malcor's on the bench. Defensive specialist. I mean, yeah, I suppose I make more sense on defense, so it's fine. It's fine. Dash, are you on this team too? There's Winter Green. There's Champion. There's Crichton. Lorbass. Lorbass got guard? Drunk Fits. Sneaky Git, of course. You caught the ball. Oh. Ah, I get it. Super Bowl champion. Dash. Connection. I got it. Catch. Sure hands. Interesting combination there. Oh, poor Hyper got cut for a draftee. It's fine. Some of the draftees are pretty good. Trust me, whenever Wolves takes out one of these guys, you'll be the first call-up. And if you're not, you need to get a better agent. Alright, we get a stun there. God, I know most teams are not looking forward to when Tori gets dodge and Gark says, I regret my random skills, but I'll keep doing it. Yeah, getting like 3 shadowing players does not seem like it's going to be ideal. Don't worry, I'll get rid of one of those shadowing dudes for you. And yeah, you have several Frenzy now too. Winter Green also going Strip Ball. Yeah. I think I articulated during the season preview show that I think as AV7 elves I would go Dodge. If I'm AV8 like Rue or Kazarik or Nelphine, I might go double randoms because you're still AV8 Agility 4. but when you're AV7, I think the dodge is just so valuable. Granted, for Gark, for example, he's in division with dwarves, so maybe dodge isn't as valuable, but you still got chaos, you still got frogs, you still got 12 games besides the dwarves in the season. What do you mean dodge spam would be nice? You chose not to do it. I have a problem. That's fair. Your love of random skills. I mean, it's fine. You've played a lot more C than a lot of us, and certainly myself, so maybe you know something that we don't. I mean, my poor frogs, all the linos turned into wrestlers, didn't have a choice in the matter. I said, you are not learning anything else. So we'll see those frog boys in action here in just over an hour. Yeah, I mean, you could probably random the mid-season linos, and I have no issue with that if they get an MVP, but I just theorized the dodge would make more sense. And no, you certainly didn't fish for skills like Nelphine trying to go for guard, getting basically a lot of crap. Alright, grew turn 5. In scoring range, but would like to bleed another turn or two or more if possible. Most Chaos Dwarf teams, you'd be like, eh, we can score in 4, 5, 6 turns. They won't be able to score back. New Ziggland's a little different in that regard, so if we can take more time off the clock, the better. Gru plotting his nefarious schemes. Interesting. Gets a 3-die on a blocker. Takes him out as well. Shit, you didn't even need Mighty Blow +2 on that one if you just roll 6s. Jesus. It's true. The hobgoblins have been pretty impervious so far, and the blockers, not so much. Using sidestep to counter the frenzy of the hobgoblin. Good move. Got to be careful of the sideline, though. Those bull centaurs could sneak into spots you're not used to. Throwing the ball backwards again. Handing off again. Boy, I know it's a 2+ on both accounts and a reroll built in, but man, if any of these things failed, it would be disastrous. But it's going to be so much fun to watch. I don't love that placement, though. Okay. You didn't fail the dodge, because that would have been awful. And we fouled the Minotaur just because. And then we mark the sneaky get Hobgoblin, so we can't counter foul as easily. And then we dodge through. And then we set up a chain. And we get a POW on the blodging blocker. And a lot of middle fingers extended towards the dwarves. Chaos dwarves. At least this one stays on the field. Mayhaps there's some secret code we didn't know about. You know, those old PlayStation 1 cheat codes and the like. There must be a secret Blood Bowl cheat code where if you do negative passing vanity SPP skill farming in the middle of a competitive game, you just roll more POWs and armor breaks. Yeah, I mean, Gru clearly knows more about Blood Bowl than all of us based on his immaculate track record, but it's still a sight to see. If I did those YouTube thumbnails and all that silly shit, I would... We don't know how this game's going to go, but the title would be something like Gru negative passing yards or backwards passing, and then have the scream emoji like large and center and tilted slightly to the right, like covering half the thumbnail. Tippet, ball blitz. Well, decides not to do it. Goes for the sneaky get Lino instead. But now we can foul this catcher, who's on the ground, and now that guard affects fouls. No, Gru, no! My markings! Not again. And there goes the entire board. I'm not doing it again. I refuse. RIP player tags, indeed. If anyone wasn't here at the start, they both joined, left, and reconnected at least once, and so I've lost my markings about 3 times now. We're just going to watch this the old-fashioned way, hovering over players as we need to, and guessing who has guard. But yeah, guard works on the foul now. Poor Tori's going to get a boot, but wasn't a good one. These sneaky get players have not really been doing their job so far. Interesting. If you dodge, you force a second block, which could fail, or you take you down. You didn't see the 4? Yeah. I mean, even if you didn't see the 4, you're still doing a frenzy wrestle block into a sidestepper. Blodge stepper, no less. Welcome to the chat, Lorbas. Yeah, he probably erased his own player tags. You think you take the push and counter surf him? Yeah, I mean, you certainly could do that. Okay, now I kind of want to remark these players. It's really kind of confusing. Alright, Either way, we're going to see if Guru can't stall this out. If he can somehow get Travis Lewis down, he could make a scurry north. He's got a lot of options. Morg on Lewis action. Yeah, that seems likely. And, of course, we get a POW. This could hurt. This could hurt bad. Ah, the one time he rolls snakes. Sneaky get time. Yeah, I mean... No. No, our sneaky get Lino's junk fits. He's on the ground way over here because, you know, it's junk fits. Yeah, he would need about 2 turns to get over there. Maybe more. So foul with wintergreen. Yeah, I mean, foul with wintergreen, foul with your NBFL champion. There's options. There's also a 2-die block with your NBFL champion on, not dying Ryan, and you could chain him away from your boys and get your boys free, perhaps. He doesn't have a good backwards pass. It's true. With Andre Tippett lurking there, it'd be a little risky to do anything up here. Because at first I was like, oh, we're going to send Bora north of Morg and then throw to Bora. And then I'm like, yeah, Tippett just walks over and smacks the ball carrier. So first, Lorbass does a 2-die block without block. Pretty Lorbassy. I think Dash here has to block the blocker and chain to the left. The first to pass. Well, not this time. Alright, Dash, you did your job. Okay. We've got a gap here we can cut through. Yeah, Lorbass, there's a player named after you. He's the guard catcher. There's quite a few on this team named after various NBFL coaches. I got a mark for you, Lorbass. Graduated from line elf. Yeah, congrats. You're now a faster, better, less armored line elf. We're getting another vanity pass, aren't we? Yes, we are. And it's backwards. I'm sensing a theme. Also, how many SPPs is it to skill up? Because Crichton is he's gonna have another skill after 1 game. That's pretty nutty at this rate. Yeah, 6 already has 1 in the bank, so I think he just needs 8 to get a second skill if memory serves, but I could be wrong. It is 8. Okay, I'm learning. Yes, he can take a random, but he's already got catch, and so based on the strategery of Gru's play so far, I'm assuming he wants accurate, but maybe he doesn't. I don't know. 6, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 30 for chosen primary skills. Makes sense. Don't let Guru farm. Well, it's too late for that, Lorbass, I'm sorry to say. He's been farming since turn 1, throwing backwards passes. Tippett, ball blitz. Yeah, I mean, you have an option here. You don't have dodge on Tippett, but you've got a 3-3 2-die, and Bora does not have block or wrestle or anything like that. could go the long way north if you're willing to risk a few dodge throughs, but you might as well just go through winter green if you're going to do that. I begrudgingly mark the players again, so God help us if someone leaves for the 4th time. Tippett is blitzing, and he is going for the ball. There's a 3+. There's a 3+ that doesn't work, but does with the reroll. And take the ball down. And it goes right to Tippett. Uh-oh. Those sneaky bull centaurs doing things they shouldn't be able to do. Just imagine what they could do if they had, like, guard or tackle or mighty blow or frenzy or all these other skills that bull centaurs should have. Alright, now Tippett, kind of free of a lot of players here. He is mere strength 4. Could wizard. 6. We don't need tackle. I think we've got enough players in range. We've got 2+ with Rickshaw. Oh, we're getting the fireball. And Tippett goes down. Minotaur goes out. And the blocker goes down. Oh my god. The old get out of jail free card. But now doesn't have it for defense. Still worth it though, because you're about to lose all your momentum. And yes, the sneaky get is in range, technically. I mean, or we could just serve Travis Lewis down here at the bottom and commit a lot of resources in doing so. But I think we got to find a way to pass the ball backwards. That's the strat. Okay. Taking down blocker, setting up an assist on the Hobgoblin perhaps for a 2-dive. Trying to hover over guys on Twitch. Yeah, it's it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. I've done that where I've watched a replay and I'm like trying to hover over players and see what's what. I'm like, oh, right, this isn't a game replay. This is a YouTube video. It doesn't work the same. Yeah, trust me, I've got goofs just like everybody else. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can get Crichton on the ball. No GFIs, although we might want to GFI once afterwards to get in scoring range for next turn without a GFI. But man, we really want to pass backwards, don't we? So we take Warbass and send him above Tippet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Oh, he just picks up the ball. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this could be the time for the get. The old drug Fitz. He's not quite the death roller that the Ryan Fitz has, but we'll see if we can get another blocker out. After Moore gets his block, of course. Nope. This one stays on the field. But will this one get removed after this guy moves, of course? Here we go. Man, Sneaky gets sucks. These guys are awful. I don't think they've even broken armor once. I mean, to Dash's point, they have not gotten caught either, but I'm also 30% sure that they haven't even rolled doubles on the armor. It is true, DP, and that would be an armor break. Yeah, I mean, 30% sounds like a number where you're, like, reasonably confident, but not, you know, not entirely sure. There's a solid chance that I'm correct, but there's also a moderately large chance that I'm not correct. I've eyeballed a few of the sneaky get fouls, and most of them seem to involve a 1 for one of the results, so just off the top of my head, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure none of them have been doubles. Alright, so since we have dodge and we're not marked by tackle, are we like 5+ dodging? Maybe it's a 6. Are we 6+ dodging next to the ball and going for a -2 dive? It doesn't have block? Doesn't have wrestle? I mean, it's probable that Gru still scores, but like, what else do you can do this turn? Travis can blitz? Are you serious? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many tackle zones do you have to dodge through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm not seeing a good path here. Nova draftees, yeah. Who would draft those guys? Wait, what? Oh my god. Again? I won't do it. I've said it before, and I lied, but I'm not going to do it again. I do have to sneeze, though. Okay. Yeah, Travis is MA6. I was very confused like what path you were saying, but we are getting this dodge attempt and blitz. Unfortunately, we do have the plus MA on this guy, so we don't have to GFI as well. What? We're gonna just try to tag the ball? Yeah, I mean, snakes, skulls, could happen. don't think Rose and I have sidestep. 1, 2. He's got 2 and he's got more. But... So that's why you're saving the rerolls. Okay, you're talking about Wolves' point of view. Well, the play I saw was dodging the dodge blocker into this spot here on column 6, and then taking a shot at the ball. So, and yes, both sidestep, or 2 of the sidesteppers are knocked out currently. Yeah, we're getting a 3 die here most likely. We could probably get a 3 die with more just to send a message to. Boy, wouldn't this be amazing if this guy got taken out as well? Does not, though. Fouling the bull is tempting, but we have no bribe. But I think we got a 3 die with more. Absolutely. Yep. And the, how unfair. The armor breaks have gone cold. Both KOs are back. There's a touchdown on the board for the Quackers. New Ziggland still has 12. Could get the Minotaur back for the second half. So, do we see the triple sidestep line of scrimmage? Do we see a different kind of defense? Can New Ziggland, with 2 rerolls in 1 turn, equalize before the half? We saw him equalize on a 1-turn attempt in the wildcard game against Asti. And we've seen New Ziggland put up a ridiculous amount of touchdowns for a Chaos Dwarf team. I think he was 2nd in the league in touchdowns at least last season, probably the season before that too. I think Rel was the only team that beat him, and Rel was rats. So you know New Ziggland can score with anybody. Wolves has no agility, so I'm not sure that's remotely accurate. You've got double agility on both bulls. You've got extra agility on 2 hobgoblins, for better or for worse. Looks like we're not getting the sidestep line of scrimmage. Sort of. Well, I mean, I'm just not sure sort of is even accurate either, but... Oh, by the way, congrats, little guys, you scored a touchdown. Also, if you want to talk in the Discord, you can. I don't have a co-commentator right now. It feels like this is taking a while. This could be one of those NAF-style defenses. Which I botched spectacularly against Brighton in a NCBB game earlier this year. Do we have kick on this team? I don't think so.
Huh. I never unmuted. There you go.
No, welcome. So how you liking your old players' performance so far? Are there two of your
You mean
boys?
the Nova Hobgoblin?
Yeah. Is that just the only one? Yeah.
On this team, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got one of your old players too. So, yeah, you're.
Yeah, the thing is they didn't let my regular graduating class go, which was
weird.
I don't know. I think somebody mentioned there was just too many, So there's like maybe 7. I had like 7 guys graduate in the same year, in the same season, and they haven't popped yet. So we'll see.
We'll see. Any? How do I say this nicely? Any good ones?
Yes, actually, I just don't remember.
Okay.
I recall actually trying with that weird cyanide corn team.
Yeah, I mean, you had a few seasons where it all clicked. Probably when they
Oh,
were
they
all
won the Wonder.
juniors or seasons
Yeah,
or seniors.
I mean, first year they won the Wonder Bowl, and that's pretty much the only bowl I seem to ever be able to win. It's just my first season of any team they do well, and then never again.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Non-AQ is, I guess, where I'm good at.
Are you running a non-AQ right now, or just the BCS?
No, I switched over. I went directly to
New corn. That's right.
Yeah, I went directly to New Corn and kind of floated over. So it's terrible. 1, 2, and 6, or whatever that is. 1, 2, and not good.
Yeah, it's not
But
good. How are you liking the team on the field, though?
It's doing great. It's doing great. I just don't have enough actual proper skills. Like, I need block. And once I get block, I'll be fine. But team pops in sophomore year in 2020 rules, and I only have 3 units with skills. It's not good for corn.
No. I am very interested to see how Kid Crest does with them this season. So we get to watch him tomorrow in the NBFL.
Yeah, he's got a pretty chunky team, doesn't he?
His team's new, so it's like 1900. He gets to face Gark's chunky team, which is what else? What do you do with that many inducements?
There you can take Glart, and you can take the Angrilla, what that other frenzy,
Skryla
mighty
or
blow,
whatever,
claw thing. Yeah. You can definitely do damage, absolutely. Like claw or no claw, you can just smash through those guys. Like he'll be able to do. Like how much inducements is he gonna get? Like
800.
Yeah. Okay. Does he have any DP? Checking.
I would hope so. You're a corn team. Which, to be fair, is something I didn't do as the old corn, which is it wasn't really in my nature, and I kind of had a DP sometimes, but I didn't use them enough. So it's you gotta play the team like it's supposed to be played.
Yeah, it's. I mean, as long as he's given everybody block for his rookies, then he'll be okay. Just kind of depends on how much guard he has to go up against, which I believe is a lot.
Yeah, Gark has at least 4 to 5 guard.
Yeah.
Got a lot of blotched up, so it's not a great first matchup for rookie corn.
No, not even a little bit.
Okay, Wintergreen chiming in, saying he's enjoying his corn in the NCBB because he's doing the more traditional non-AQ route, so he doesn't hate himself like you do. But
yeah, it was terrible. I should not. I should have just started a rookie team.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Kid Crest corn, and he went heavy on foul appearance for his.
I saw that.
For his lineman.
Were those chosen, or was that random?
Those are chosen.
Okay.
And that actually really could be amazing. He unfortunately only has 3 guard.
Yeah.
But I think having it on the blood spawn doesn't count so much. Because he's still going to be using that as his blitzer.
I would expect so.
So guard will be nice, but it's more of a he has to hope it doesn't get knocked down once it's broken through a corner of the page.
Yep. Wintergreen saying he might actually switch to corn permanently instead of his wood elves in NCBB, which would be shocking.
They can make some really fun draftees, and they are good to play at low-mid TV. Like, I mean, the reason why I'm losing, a big reason why I'm not winning, is because A, I came in sophomore year, B, I'm picking a lot of randoms, because, of course.
Okay. After everything has been set up, we've got grab on the blocker, so we could technically move old XCon into position.
Yep.
But not in the Not the way
That is
Gru
a
wants.
that is a neat setup
For defense or offense?
for offense.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to fill in next to the Bull Centaur. We're going to grab and push up and then block
So he's gonna push you up and in, right?
Yeah, so Tippet's got 8 movement with sprint, so he can move 11. So we need to get him 2 pushes. And Gru, pulling an Asti, forgot about the grab potentially. Jabo catching the ball, which is a huge boon.
Oh, that's agility too. Pro sure hands on the fence. Wow, that's quite the hobgoblin.
BU, wasn't that your old Norse team too?
Yeah, the Terriers.
Yeah, the Terriers.
Those guys did so weirdly. They either had a fantastic season or absolute dog shit.
That's Norse,
yes.
so yeah. Okay, here's our grab attempt on XCon, and it works. Oh, old shadowing. Not coming into play because it doesn't matter.
Work.
But
that'll work. Nope, but that'll work.
Yeah.
Now he just needs to not knock him down.
Yeah.
That's a reroll. But
come on, XCon.
That's what's crazy. There you go.
Uh-oh.
And that's the crazy bit is now with these new rules.
You can just reroll.
Do the next reroll, right? Yeah.
Although we are going to have to dodge away from Morg. In theory.
He can potentially do another chain push.
True, with the Hob.
Yeah.
Probably.
And push him away from Morg. You might still be able to get 3 dice on that too.
Nope, XCOM letting Gru down. What else is new?
Oh, now is he just going to sit with it, or is he going to try for an additional push?
I'm looking at it, and I think we're not going to be able to fill in behind.
Right.
So we're going to need a 2, and then 3 more 2s.
No, you're right, yeah.
No, he didn't really do the standard NAF defense, and he didn't do the sidestep line either. He forgot about grab, apparently, Gark.
Yeah, but he's got 2 guys with grab. You shouldn't...
Yeah, I mean, also, to be fair, people have left this game like 4 times, and so not only my markings, but I'm assuming their markings have gone by the wayside, so...
No, they're marking... Oh, no, your markings keep. If you're, like, 2 players playing client, your marking should keep.
Now, I think they do, like, reset, though, to what they were prior to the game, though, right? So, like, for example, this is Gru's first time playing the team. I think he would... Oh, he still has his blitz, so he can push Morg away.
Yeah. Well, that's great.
I think he has the GFI, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, you've got sure feet.
It
really doesn't change the equation a ton.
He might be better off. Yeah, he might be better off. I mean...
Hey, I mean, you can kill Morg
here.
Morg,
I mean, exactly, right?
And then he'll just be back next game for anybody. So, it doesn't kill Morg. Yeah, 5 chance at 1 in 36, so 2 plus, 2 plus, 2 plus, 2 plus, 2 plus.
Yeah,
oh, already used sure feed.
Oh, reroll.
Oh, okay, gets our touchdown. After an hour and 16 minutes, we're finally at halftime, God forbid.
Wow. So just Gru's having a bad connection?
No. No, both players are...
They're just thinking too hard.
That's one way to put it.
I am so glad I left pool early to go and watch this one.
I don't think people give Wolves crap for going grab. I just think you would go stand
no one
firm
gave him crap for that.
First.
He's probably talking about your draft grades.
No, like, Chaos Tour blockers want Mighty Blow, Guard, Stand Firm, Grab. Now, generally, Grab would probably be 4th, but taking it on a blocker to somewhere in there just to have it as a tool is great. So
there's nothing wrong with a grab, like a guard grab blocker. Like, have one that takes grab as the second skill. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't think most people will quarrel with that. Now, having 0 stand firm blockers seems like a problem. Having 200 TV-ish agility 4 hobgoblins sitting on the bench doing nothing seems like a problem. having
Yeah,
two
but
Bull
they're my
Centaurs that
draftees, so
don't
I don't
have
care.
guard, tackle, mighty blow, frenzy, juggernaut, like anything Bull Centaurs normally do seems like a problem, and yet none of that matters, and he's made 2 straight AFC Championship games. So
Yeah, it's one of those things where technically you're correct, but he's still good enough of a coach for it not to matter. He
yeah,
can have fun.
somehow having 2 strength 4 blockers and a bunch of them with blodge and 2 agility 4 Bull Centaurs, one is strength, one's blodge, and one's movement 8. Apparently that's still a problem to deal with, so even all the
Yeah, no,
lacking the
a
traditional
regular
stuff doesn't seem to
blodge,
matter.
a regular blodge blocker would be horrible. Like no matter what, you can't kill it. You can't even KO it half the time,
Right.
and it's unless you have tackle on your front line, you're not gonna knock it down.
Yeah.
And most players save tackle for their sweepers, right?
Yeah, one would think. Yeah, Dutch, we're going to have to probably push ours back 30 minutes at this rate. Or maybe till next week. Who knows?
Oh, you guys have a game next?
Yeah, we're supposed to be playing at the hour. But,
It's
yeah.
a good thing Gru and Wolves are thinking so hard then.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, like, that's a one-turn opportunity. It makes sense having to stop and picture everything, but...
Yeah, no, don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. But it doesn't mean that it was a half hour for that one turn attempt.
Yeah, we're having a good time. Not an issue. A lot of hobgoblins on the field, though. I guess that's what happens when you have 3 blockers removed from injury. 2 of them on the first turn.
Yeah, but his hobgoblins are good.
Well, there's a couple rookies.
I mean,
there's a sneaky git, and then there's 2 good ones. But they're also bloaty and don't see the field half the time. Also, they're perm.
yeah, but you're looking at a niggle and
The other one's
what
niggled
else?
too.
Just they're both niggled.
Yeah.
Like I mean, 2020 that doesn't matter. So
Right,
much.
but he's been
like,
carrying
I mean, if
them
they die,
for
they're dead.
a while. So.
I want to see one of Gru's. I don't want to see it, but I want to see one of his catchers or his blitzers get frenzy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's inevitable. Which is terrifying, obviously. He's done some good things with that.
Just from dealing with him, like with Slan, just he had a couple of frenzy line frogs. Those things were insane. So hard to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I've not taken Frenzy on a Line Frog yet. I've taken it on a Blitzer once, and then as he got to Juggernaut, he also got minus MA, and I was like, well, shit. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're looking probably, if there ever is, beyond his plus strength.
Oh, the Blitzer? Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that. And then it's basically having a more agile Devontae Adams, and Lord knows we don't need that.
Oh, God. And I was so surprised with Devontae. He lasted so long.
I mean, he did get permed twice. One time he was healed by a potion.
It was a niggle, right? So he had a niggle and a minus armor?
Minus MA? I think MA
Yeah,
sounds right.
Okay.
No, armor sounds right too. But no one could ever get a clean shot on him.
But nobody ever killed him.
Yeah.
And you needed to kill him. So
Yeah, it wasn't lack of effort, but somehow taking down the strength 4 guy in the back screened off by waves of monkeys, and then strength 5 later on. It's like you don't get many shots at him.
No, yeah, especially when he's covered in gorillas, you're not touching him.
No. It's like, yeah, let me go deal with the strength 5 guy in the back after dealing with the 4 strength 4 guys and the strength 6 gorilla or silverback.
Yeah.
And all the bonobo screening him too.
Well, and then with all that grab, he only needed 1 or 2 frenzy monkeys, and he could just the entire sideline was unsafe.
Oh yeah, it was terrifying. I remember there's one time Dash and I were doing commentary on one of his games, and he was playing Nomad for a pretty important division game late in the season, and Nomad had some sort of like sideline cage. He was kind of in contact with Gru, and we were trying to like theorize his plan of come around the back and do all this stuff with a 4+ dodge and a block here, then a blitz there, and then after like a minute of thinking, Gru just walks over and grabs the sidestepper into the crowd, and we're like, Oh, right.
That
Grab.
works better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
I'm
fouling
definitely gonna
Malcor.
have to get I'm definitely gonna have to get myself some grab as well. Playing this team. Looks like
Yeah,
he's gonna be running more
I think your
sidestep.
wraiths and your golems could be definitely well served having it. Also,
Yeah.
how we're gonna use brawler here, I assume. No,
Yep.
wait. Or
Oh no, Brawler's on a
is that
no.
on
Brawler
push?
should have
No,
been
it's
okay.
on a both down, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, it was on a
you
block,
use
wasn't
it when it's a both down push because you have the push as your guaranteed like out.
Mm.
I think. I've only played against Black Orcs once.
Yeah, because Brawler doesn't work on a blitz, but it should have worked on that regular hit.
Yeah, maybe he just chose not to use it. But Mighty Blow doesn't work on a failed block anymore, so there wasn't a huge reason to do it.
Oh, that saved my life so much against Asti.
Oh, I can imagine. Also, the worst part about that is now the Minotaur is on the ground and gonna stay on the ground.
Well, the thing is the Minotaur is on the ground, but the ball is totally covered.
True. Well, I'm just saying he's basically out of the next couple turns, but apparently Wolves is saying, yeah, I could have brawlered that, but I didn't want to go next to Morg, which is reasonable.
Again, yes, because the Minotaur is probably one of the few big guys who could get smashed to pieces by Morg.
I mean, I think a lot of big guys can get smashed by Morg, but shit, what was I saying before?
AV8, Yeti, Minotaur, but yes.
Rat Ogre.
I just hope nobody uses Rat Ogres anymore. They used to be one of my favorite behind the Crocs, but now I just don't like. I can't do it. I don't like.
I watched a little bit of MRT's game earlier today. I think it was today.
Did too. Where
he had the
Rat Ogre took out his own blitzer.
Yes, that was fantastic. Awful, but fantastic. Also, I was very confused skimming the replay of the vampire game because I don't really know animal savagery all that well, and it seemed like it was just proccing all the time in that game. So it was like
it was hitting pretty hard, but there was. I mean, I'm just gonna reiterate what the specs were talking about during that game. Is we're not sure what happened during that game. I think both coaches were playing kind of loose and fast for their first game of the season.
I do remember there was one time I thought there was a pretty good opportunity to hit the Valkyrie. I think it was early in Mayuso's drive, like turn 3, turn 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then he chose to do something different, and then Mayuso went up.
Oh, I saw a lot of one-die blocks and some dodges before regular movement required. It was...
Early season Blood Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Because, I mean, we've played both coaches, and, I mean, well, okay, I've played House a little bit in another league, but both of them made so many mistakes that I don't think I've ever seen them do before. Again, opinion, but, yeah.
I know Blackfire's played a fair amount of vampires, it sounds like, but maybe never at this level of TV.
No, I think, and honestly, unless you're Prov, I don't think you can play vampires at this TV.
No, Prov was
like,
good. I don't think I played was more than like twice.
Was probably one of the best coaches on the site too. Like he could, as vampires, he could challenge Gru, which was horrifying.
Yeah, I mean vampires are like one of those weird teams where they punch up so well when things go right because they're just so weird. Oh, there's a snake.
Double snake. Yep.
Yeah, he's going for the big.
That's still not horrible. Like, I mean, you want the strength 4 guy up top, and he's out of... Like, you can't do anything about him. You have to now run... Like, where can he go?
Well, he can punch everything.
Well, even with Shane up there, like, he has access to... When Beardback grabs the ball, he's not going to have anywhere to go. He's going to get hit.
Maybe. Gru's team's not super developed, though, so there's not really a sacker. Like, there's the one who's way in the backfield now. And Malcor, sorry, buddy, you got a bad back, it looks like.
Ooh.
I mean,
so if he's able to...
nearby,
if he can take out Rickshaw, which might be hard, he could do his cage or defense, like, in the center.
True.
But he's got to kind of take out the Blodge guard. Blitzer. I don't see a safe place for him to go that's not closer to the center of the field.
I mean, I think you just blitz Lorbass, no offense, with Tippett and go pick up the ball, and then what's he going to do? I mean, technically XCon's over there with strip ball, but
well, he
XCon's
can
got behind his
actually.
butt.
So if Travis takes me out,
Yep.
grabs the ball, and then he'll move right next to not dying Ryan, he might be able to set up like a decent like half cage.
I think you just go south. I mean, Bora doesn't have wrestle. Tanoa doesn't have wrestle or tackle. Strip ball XCon's on the ground. I mean, there's not a ton to worry about.
The dodge, sidestep, leaping Bora is, I mean, even though he's not much of a threat, he is still a dice. Like 16%, right? You just hit the right die when you
For a 1 in 36, because you need a double POW.
No, he can still place his other guys on there. Like, I mean, you've got Tano. You can probably put Tori, the guy, the sweeping catcher, in the back.
Yeah.
He can probably get into range if he tries to move anywhere near.
Well, I'm not going that far forward. I'm going down to like column 5 back here near the bottom. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
He can make it almost to where Travis Lewis is right now. So he can cover 50% of the field, which is just. Ooh.
I'm not sure I like that blitz, because if you
don't
get it,
that could work out.
Still forcing a dodge, so you could just blitz with Travis and get the same effect.
Yeah, unless he's gonna try to. No, he shouldn't even go for it onto Bora. Yeah, he's gonna try to take out Rickshaw. But then, how is he gonna cover Shane, Fraggin, Jones? I mean, he can place Travis Lewis on him, but then Borg can knock him off, and it's a bounce. So, I don't know.
So, if Surfer Dude fails his animal savagery here, like, does he have to eat somebody?
No. It's just a regular old wild animal.
Okay. But if there was somebody next to him, he would have to, like, munch on him.
That's fine. Wait, no, I think that's fine. Like,
how does it work? I don't know. I'll figure it out later.
So there's animal savagery, and then what do Rogers have? Let's check this, actually.
You have to chomp on a buddy if they're near you.
Okay. Yes, okay. Oh, okay. So, alright. Minotaurs used to be one of my favorite. I don't like them anymore. But, like, I mean, if you're using him on, say, like a blitz, then it doesn't matter. Because animal savagery on a 1, and you're nowhere near your guy, it works the same as it used to.
Right. Okay, so we're backing up. See, this is where losing the wizard earlier was huge. Obviously, it worked out incredibly well, going 3 for 3 and KOing Minotaur and stunning the Bull Centaur, but...
Oh, I was not here for that.
Oh, it was glorious. You see the crater still there. Yeah, Gru was literally toying with the Chaos Dwarves. He had taken out 2 blockers in the first turn. He had been throwing backwards literally the entire half. The thrower has 6 completions.
I saw that.
And all of them were backwards. And then the Bull Centaur made Tippett made a great play, getting to the ball on 2/3+ dodges, and then stole the ball.
I did catch that on your stream, and not being able to hover is why I'm here now. So.
Yeah. And in order to get out of that jam, Gru hit the perfect fireball and then ended up scoring. But now you don't have that for defense, so you're all in push. Now all of a sudden it's like, okay, I've got a bunch of guys in contact, a bunch of guys on the ground. No one got hurt, thankfully, but how am I actually getting the ball free of Travis Lewis? I've got a tackler in Shane. I've got a tackle, wrestle, and Tori, who's way the fuck back in my logo. I've got XCon with strip ball on his butt.
Hey, so what do you think is going to happen here? Do you think he's going to try to, like, take out Russell Wilson? Or is he going to just put more pressure on the Bull Centaurs?
You could do both. I mean, if you blitz Wilson, you open up an avenue for more of your players to get through.
So is he gonna blitz him with Morg, or is he gonna hit him with Shane, the strength blitzer? Because we'll find out now.
It's not going to be Shane.
No. I'm just. He has
this is it. This is a retire. Nope, just a stone. Man, this guy's resilient. I'll give him that.
And then what do you think? Just 3 north? Problem is those bull centaurs can move anywhere.
Yeah, keep Morg in the middle, that way you can adjust. Well, Warbass, I think you're gonna get hit next turn. Oh, okay.
No, that's right, because he has a plus armor, strength, dodge. That blocker is just...
Yeah, he's living up to his name of not dying, right? That dude's...
Yeah, he will survive every game, ever, basically.
Yeah, I almost think he's more valuable than the Bull Centaur sometimes, because he's just a piece that you can't deal with.
And he still has one more skill available to him, so going for just a stand firm.
You have to take stand firm. You should take stand firm. That's what I'll say.
Do you want sidestep or stand firm?
Stand firm's cheaper.
It is, but at this point, would it matter?
I guess not. I don't know. Generally, like a strength 4 player like that, I put him exactly where I want him, in theory. So I want to keep him there.
Well, and that's the thing, is there's not a whole lot of grab, but there is a moderate amount of juggernaut.
Is there? Doesn't seem like it sometimes, but either way. We finally get a armor break on a foul, but not much more than that. Shockingly, the Minotaur's going to be out of the dry, basically, at this point. XCOM, no! Whew.
You survived. That's what's important, right?
For now. Yeah, I'm not sure what you do as wolves here. This is something I need to work on a lot when elves and other teams like this like apply like really heavy pressure.
And then they actually get control
Yeah.
of the pitch. That's rough. Even like in a blocking game, when elves have control, I don't generally know what to do.
Oh, like when Stim's playing elves and he has the momentum, it's terrifying.
Oh my god. Man, even before I decided to pick like shitty teams, Stimmy was just horrible to play.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dude, imagine if you were still Detroit, or Detroit, I guess rather is the actual name. That team was nasty.
Well, no, actually, the biggest reason why I quit Detroit was we lost almost everybody in the second to last season we played.
Ah.
We got into the champion, like we got our wild card. We got in, and in 2 games I lost 4 or 5 stars in Legends.
Jeez.
4 or 5 superstar in Legends, and those were like my bloaters and my pestigores. And then Marcus got completely dismantled at one point too.
Yeah, him and I think Barry Sanders were 2 of your guys that were like amazing ball carrying pestigores.
Jordan Poyer and Marcus.
Right.
Yeah. So Marcus got, I mean, honestly, he survived way longer than he should have. It was like 7 seasons of him getting killed and then regenerating from that.
Yeah.
So I think he got niggled first, and then he took a stat down. But no, the team I had, it was 1 wild card where we got in, and I managed to win 2 or 3 games of it.
Okay.
But I lost most of my positionals. So the team was honestly wrecked, and then I took a break, came back, and decided to do Underworld for some reason. Hey man, I beat Jeffro.
True.
I mean, that was the 1 win of that season, but I beat Jeffro.
You did tie me with, I think it was the Underworld. I was playing.
Yeah.
I was playing
I
crappy
tied
corn.
you, and I tied a couple of other actually good teams. I tied Stibby
Wow.
at the end of it.
I
Or
remember.
was that with my old world?
Hard to say. I remember our game in particular. You had the ball and chain star, and the second half in particular, that thing was putting in work. It was knocking over everything, knocking players out. I had at one point like a deep safety, and I moved him to generate like a block on the sideline because I didn't see. One second.
You didn't see Fungus doing his job.
No, there was some like Storm Vermin or somebody in the middle that you could have handed off to that I didn't really recognize as a threat, and then you just got out of range, and I was like, shit, I'm about to tie Underworld. Now I feel bad. So.
Yeah, that was the key, man. I'm not in it for the wins. I'm in it for you to tie a really crappy team
And then feel
at
bad
NBFL
about it.
levels. I almost wish I kept them with that new Underworld, with the new with the new Underworld rules, like with swarming.
Oh, I haven't even acknowledged that roster, I guess, in a year or so. So
They're still bad, but
oh yeah,
it would have been so much more fun.
well, not dying Ryan, staying on his feet again.
He will never die
Bro, if he dies right here,
until right now.
wouldn't that be something?
If he dies, I'm gonna buy like 20 shirts from Charlie.
Why does Charlie have a shirt about it?
He's making shirts for NBFL for Chaos Cup.
Huh, that's cool. And survey says...
Hurry up. The tension is... Alright.
Oh, that was lackluster.
Yeah.
Alright,
Should
so
have been
we...
expected.
Yeah, so we're going to blitz Walter with Morg, probably, so we can get some blocks and / or free up Bora. Looks like Lorbass might throw a 2-die block somewhere. Oh, we're coming around the back.
Oh, does that mean he's going to hit Chavo?
Maybe, but A, fend, which doesn't matter a ton, but I assume we're trying to pressure the cage, but if we pressure from the top with Morg, doesn't Wolf just skirt around the bottom?
Yes, he would. So then what? Does he hit Walter or Pierce with Morg? Because I think he does have to blitz with Morg.
Yeah. I mean, if you blitz Pierce, you can free up 3 players in the back to move around.
Yeah, and that would also cut off any line of, like, direct line of escape.
Yeah, we're blitzing one of the 2 blockers, I'd say.
Yeah. And, I mean, he doesn't have the... So, yeah, well, he might want to get the pressure off of your piece, because Strip Ball Pro.
Yeah, I mean, Strip Ball is not unuseful here because both Bull Centaurs lack it. Lack sure hands, rather.
And with Pro, I mean, all you have to do is hit and hope it's not a... And, like, hit on a... Just not a -3.
Basically.
Oh, he went for Walter and a push.
Yeah, I mean, you're hunting for a POW there, and Morg's gotten his fair share, so, I mean, it's about time for a near push.
Yeah, but still, that also... Yeah, and that also covers a blodging guard move.
Yeah, now he's stuck.
Player. Like, yeah, you can't take Morg out from there.
Lorbass, no. We've taught you better than this.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Alright, now Lorbass do this.
Apparently they're just going after the sneaky get.
Apparently. Oh, wow.
Oh, it works!
Junk Fits taking on the Minotaur.
And sneaky get is useless.
Basically.
Except he... Oh, he almost argued the call.
Yep.
But worth it.
Wait, would have succeeded on a roll of 5. He did roll 5. Is that a visual thing? Weird.
Yes. The roll says greater than equal to 6.
Okay. Yeah.
That's probably just a text bug.
I'm not sure that was worth it. I think I would have double marked Pierce with myself and Jump Fits because the Minotaur is on the ground doing nothing.
I don't think the Minotaur... It would have taken 2, 3, 4 turns for it to stand up.
Yeah. But message has been sent. So
Whoops.
Gotta put the slash.
I know.
Unless you're rousing everybody for a glorious speech. Be like, Specs, hear me! 6 fouls by Groot. Yeah, this is a changed man. He's throwing backwards, which I think actually was a thing he did outside of the league. But now,
Yeah, it was.
But now he's fouling. He's caught
I
up to
just
the
worry
passes.
that he gets some of that sneaky get. It's gonna wind up with.
Dirty player.
He's gonna have one. He's only gonna take one sneaky get dirty player, and that one guy is just gonna be horrendous.
Yeah, but you have regeneration, so I'm sure it's fine.
Which means it's great for me, but I don't know. My wolves still have a habit of first time you touch them, they just implode.
Crumble. Yeah.
Yeah. No, regen just won't work. First hit is a casualty or better.
Jeez.
And that's kind of how Mangle Soda runs.
Just
still.
Don't let him get hit, I guess.
Do you know how hard that is when I'm me?
Probably a lot. I mean,
I push hard, man. Like, you know my playstyle. It's just make people roll dice, which kind of doesn't work great now because you can roll multiple rerolls in a turn.
Yeah, that could be a flaw in the strategy. But it looks like Wolves is going to be able to turn the corner here. And,
oh, he can just go past him, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta be careful, though. There's a X-Con lurking on the ground. Coming to shank somebody.
Yeah, but no, he's got the move 8. Yeah, Andre can get in front of him now.
Yeah, get Andre out in front. Get the other Hobgoblin to go somewhere. Tori...
Yeah, Andre Tippett can move direct south.
Oh, wow. Tori, somehow, in the blink of an eye, went from the middle of the duck logo to the middle of the chariot logo. So, Tori's a little out of position.
Well, which means he might be dead.
Well,
but
I mean,
no,
it depends.
no, yeah, you're right. There's no mighty blow on him. But
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
yep,
Well,
he can move all the way through and go direct south.
Tori could get blocked here.
Actually, he doesn't even have to. He can just do a single move. Single move for Andre into your tackle zone, and you don't have a proper hit without go forwards.
Yeah.
He might risk another one now.
Yeah, I probably would if you're feeding on that shit. I don't know. Chavo can get away into 2 and close off the cage, so,
Yeah, but now what's gonna happen with Morg?
I don't know. Doesn't matter what Morg does now.
No, it doesn't matter what Morg does. It's just he can pants any proper player.
Chain push Morg next to block. But blocking next to the ball doesn't matter. Wow.
Yeah, no, not when it's an agility 2 blodge centaur. Jesus. I'm never gonna get used to reading the stats.
The agility is backwards, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it makes sense since it's now, like, consistent with the rest, but I hate it.
I hate it as well, but that fail just kind of gave Wolves the touchdown. I mean, he still has to push away, probably. He has to take out the catchers, but he's probably safe.
1, 2, 3. I mean, there's a 3+, 3+, 3+, -2 die with X-Con if we're daring enough to try it. And we have 5 rerolls, I'll be honest.
Another thing you could do, though, is just move Travis Lewis, like, only 6 on basically the bottom. Just have him right on the sideline. Put Gloria Vanderpunch right above him so they can't do a direct chain, like a push out.
Sure.
And then foul the hell out of X-Con with, honestly, Nelson, whatever his name is, can get +4 to the hit. Oh, it is Gru's turn.
X-Con, no, you were supposed to be the hero. We're just going for a quick... we're just going to swing everybody around and force a score, maybe? Probably reroll that. You got 5. You need to clear a path.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not something I would normally say, but...
That's a down. The Hobgoblins have been Brazilian.
Pretty sturdy today, unlike everything else on the team.
Yeah. Damn. Although half of those kills were morgue.
Yeah, well,
Half of those takeouts.
get what you pay for.
I want them to add like 40k to like half of the star players.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what Guru does here. Where does old Lorbass end up? Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, on the inside.
Yeah.
Huh.
A little dangerous. We've already used our blitz, so we're going to be in a bunch of contact. But we're also forcing the hobgoblins, for example, to be tied up and...
Yeah, he might have to blitz with his hobgoblins in this case.
Or you could just dodge, tip it away in it too, and not give a shit about Lorbass and XCon, which would be a shame, but, you know.
Oh yeah, he can always push through and have them go back, but then he still has to deal with strength 4 blitzer.
Ooh, Morg overrated. Hasn't hurt anybody since turn 4. 5, damn, as well.
Still, though, 2 casualties from a morgue
Huh.
is... What?
Do you go down one more?
What are you doing, Groot?
He's preventing him from moving forward easily. If you go down one more.
He doesn't even have to do that. He's got dodge. Oh.
He's barely making some of these rolls. But yeah, now it'd be hard to go through Bora, and you'd have to commit resources to getting through the 2 Linos.
Well, he can chain push through me. He can chain push through Lorbass, do a big hit. Except...
You'd have to use Frenzy to do that.
Yes,
and you don't
the
have
Fraggin'
guard.
Jones guy would be open. Or he'd just be a dodge out, so that wouldn't be...
Leap is dead, officially. Speaking of Leap, come watch the Frogs play in maybe 45 minutes at this rate.
Absolutely.
Alright, I'm glad we got the Quackers and Chariots quota filled for the season, because we are not doing any more of the games. I can't do this for 2 hours every time.
What is this, though? Like, I mean...
It's high-level games. You've got a lot of skills on both sides, so, like...
But I barely see Groot take this long to play a turn against, like, Stimmy. And I love wolves, but he's not Stimmy.
A few of us are.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's nice, great guy, but still, fuck him.
He's pretty funny. Like, he doesn't really Discord, and then he'll come in randomly with a PM or a Discord message, and it's just like an absolute banger.
Yes. Well, I mean, he also like lives in Germany, so he's got like 6-7 years ahead of us, 6-7 hours ahead of us.
Maybe he has years on us too.
So,
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so we should stand up, Russell, block either you or me. I guess it has to be you since you have guard. And then we can blitz me. And we just
he's not
wait?
blitzing though. He's thinking about just doing a move action on this.
I mean, you can still blitz me with Travis, for example. But yeah, now we're...
Yeah, but he has to knock you down.
Does he? What are we doing? Okay, well,
I'm not sure.
You're taking it like a champ, as you do.
pros.
Okay. Oh, he is pro. I'm like, he used to reroll on that? You took pro on that guy in college, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, I was
He
like...
was block, fend, pro, sure hands, I believe.
That sounds like... Sounds like something you do.
Probably not in that order. I don't...
No, you probably took pro first.
No, well... I don't know. No, like I said, I
he's
actually
probably a
tried hard
Norse-
with this. I actually tried with the Cyanide Corden team.
Well, he's BU, though, so I think he was a Norse Lino.
Yeah, he was a Terrier.
Yeah.
So he might not have had... Oh, let's see. I have to check now. He was a Sure Hands Fend Pro Norse lineman.
Yeah, that sounds
So
pretty right.
the agility and the block came later, as well as the other, whatever that skill is.
Okay. Long distance touchdown from Andre Tippett, as he does.
Yeah, and without that stand firm, though, there's a risk at an immediate rebuttal.
Oh, we're not going to go
But-
one turn. We're going to...
Are we going for a tie game?
Oh, yeah,
no, Crew's not going
absolutely.
to go for a tie game.
No, you're a rookie team. You don't have the resources to stop the Chaos Dwarves from scoring after a quick score of your own. You don't have a wizard. You don't have any real... You have like one moderate sacking option. You play this for the tie.
Yes, but elf bullshit. You can absolutely do that. Like, he can run two-turn touchdowns, except... No, he can't with the Bull Centaurs in the back. Alright. Yeah, you're right. I'll be back in a minute.
Cool. All right. Alright, we're getting Groove back on offense. Crichton not on the field, perhaps. Stem taking his place. Interesting. Hobgoblin in line of scrimmage sounds unideal, but not a lot of options when you're down half of your blockers. To be fair, the Hobgoblins have held up very well, unlike the blockers all game.
Alright.
Looks like Warbass, he might be one of the ideal targets here for a touchdown. Also Baza. Baza taking the field for the first time. He's going south, you're going north. You get the split push. We'll see what the Chaos Dwarves can do.
Jeez. The Frenzy Wrestle Hobgoblins sweeper. That's horrible.
I've been in the game, Gark. I mean, I wasn't on offense the first time, so you got a point. Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
I mean, Gark's sitting there with no skills, being just Gark. So
That's true. He's saving up for Gark. What are you saving up for?
he's filling the zeros in on his dollar bills.
I'm the jester. Okay. All right. Gains a prayer to Nuffle.
That's the
If any player should
probably
stall,
one he doesn't care about.
they get
right
hit by
now.
a rock on a 5+. That's interesting.
Not something for the end of this half, but that could force. He can't sit on a final.
Couldn't you like move one square
Stall.
closer to the end zone? Like, let's say your thrower is in range in column 6. If you just move to column 5, technically you're not stalling, right?
Yes, as long as you don't have to roll any dice, you're not stalling. So if there, I believe if somebody has him tagged, that's also considered not stalling.
Right.
So as long as you don't, if you have like your full movement without go for it's, and you are free to just run it in, that is considered stalling by the game.
That's dumb. Couldn't someone like not even threaten the ball carrier and make you score in that case? I guess you have to get in range first, but
if you don't want to be stalling and there's a guy within movement radius, you can just put yourself on him and have a TZ on him to allow him to hit you, and then you don't stall.
I know they added this rule and some things about stalling to try to like take it out of the game. You know the best way to prevent stalling? Don't
Kill
let your
everything.
opponent get in a position to stall in the first place.
Oh, so you mean be good at the game.
Or just don't be bad.
Or moderate. Okay, yeah. Be acceptable at the
Also,
game.
don't have your whole team like cleared off the field so where they can stall. Sometimes you don't have control over that.
No. On that note, though, we haven't seen a pitch clear in a long time, have we?
In the NBFL, I don't think so.
I mean, it got pretty close when I was playing Underworld, but
oh, I can imagine.
But even then, you only need 4 guys to throw teammate.
Shit, I think in the Super Bowl, Lizards got damn close to getting off the field.
Oh, boy.
I was gonna say, yeah, it was Jamon. Oh, this week? Oh, that's right. I think Amon either did or got damn close.
Really? Damn.
I didn't watch that game, but the Lizards were just off the field in droves. First half? Okay.
I'm gonna guess that Amon won that one.
Shockingly, yes.
Blasphemy, right?
Yeah. 64 total turns for the Lizards. Yeah, that's unbelievably brutal. Especially after the Super Bowl where their team was kind of crapped on too. Which
Already, yeah, they got messed up.
And he didn't keep fouling. Well, he knew that he needed his rival to beat his other rivals or something.
Yeah, he didn't want to wind up with less than 11 guys for the next half. And when you're doing good at one removal, you're gonna be failing in the other one. So
God, I'm hungry. Well, we see both catchers going way downfield. Oh. Oh, right. He doesn't have stand firm. I was playing against...
none of them have stand firm.
Yeah, I was playing against OTS in my season opener, and like damn near everything had stand firm, and it was... oh, it's awful.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's okay. I just got lucky against Asti with... he had like, what, 6-7 Mighty Blow on him, and half of his things out Strength Might.
Yeah, I think Orcs are probably a very tough matchup for Necro.
Yeah.
And then he pushed your guy into scoring range, apparently.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's blaming it on also being in chat with you at the same time.
It's true, he was trying to multitask, and that doesn't always work out.
No.
I don't think that was a timeout. No? I might have to sneeze again. Man.
No, he ran out of guys to move, so it wasn't a timeout.
Yeah. I think that was all good.
We also heard the whistle for the 4 minutes, because these guys like playing 2+ hour games, I guess.
Alright, so now that we have like 2 minutes before anyone else moves, how excited are you for this Immortal Empires update next Tuesday?
I've already taken 3 days off of work.
Nice. See, I was gonna do that. I was gonna take like a week off of work for this, but I know, A, it's still technically a beta. B, it's Total War.
Yeah,
so
it's gonna be kind of
I know there's gonna be
wonky.
some wonk to it, so I'm probably gonna wait a couple weeks.
Yeah, I took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off to make it a 5-day weekend.
Ooh.
So basically, either me and a buddy who I have just for the last since probably I think Rome.
You said you guys do like a 24-hour or something ungodly like straight session, right?
Oh, for try like 72 hours.
That's what it was. God damn, dude.
Yeah. Basically, every time a new version of a major thing pops out, and I think that's been since medieval.
Yep.
We just basically take like 5 or 6 days off and just play. We've been doing this for like 10+ years.
Yeah, I remember those days back when the first Destiny game came out. My friend and I would always take off the day of like a new expansion or something and play for like 20 straight hours. There was one point where the game came out like midnight, as it usually does, and so we got back. He started playing. He played till like 2 in the afternoon. Went to work, came back, played all night again, and went to work the morning after that without sleeping, and like basically fell asleep at work that second day. So he couldn't quite take it anymore.
Nope, that's
Good times.
But yeah, we've already decided on who we're playing as, depending on if it's just the 2 of us or if we're gonna manage to get like 5 or 6 people to play.
Okay, you doing just the co-op campaign or like the multiplayer Mortal Empires?
We're gonna do a co-op Mortal Empires, definitely. We always do a co-op, whatever it is, whenever we play. And then he'll be what's the human hunter guy?
Marcus Wolfhart.
He'll be Wolfhart, and I'm gonna be I'm forgetting the names. The water Bretonian.
Sir Albrecht or something?
Yeah, what's his nuts? He's got moved over to the south continent.
In Lustria, yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Failing a GFI, but...
Doesn't matter.
Do we?
A little bit.
Are we scoring this turn? Because I don't think we want to.
He doesn't want to, but he might have to.
Well, based on this setup, yeah. But... looks like we're going pick up, throw to catcher, hand off to catcher, and you're scoring another touchdown. Not a bad debut.
I'm the best.
Seems like it. But yeah, moving the Bretonian Lord over to Lustria is pretty cool.
It makes the game neat, and my buddy's never played as Wolfhart, so...
He's, I know he's fairly solid multiplayer Lord. I'm not sure how his single-player campaign is. Doing the forward pass, that's fair.
It's iffy. Like, you get smacked pretty hard by the Saurus AI that pop up because you exist.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're by yourself in Lustria as humans, so between that and the vampire...
Yeah, so ideally we're just going to wind up starting together, we'll take over the southern continent, and then do whatever the hell we please afterwards.
You're not allowed to do that to Lustria. First off, my first campaign is going to be Tehenoin. He's the lizard Moses. He's down in the bottom part of the Lustrian continent. So that's my first one. My second one's going to be Lokir Felhart, the Dark Elf Kraken Lord, who's now in... Stalling. Lord Master stalling?
I didn't stall.
Not anymore.
Remember, we had that prayer, too.
We had the prayer. Wait, I'm going to do Lokir Felhart second, who is now in the Grand Gethay Ocean, raiding those lands. Third, it's either going to be Valkia the Bloody or Nakai the Wanderer. Fourth will be the other two.
So there's a chance we're going to do a big fuck all with like 5 or 6 other people on Mortal Empires, then Nakai will be my choice.
Oh, he's such a fun lord. Just a fucking giant Croxagore Legendary Lord who beats the shit out of everything.
Yeah, I think the only one that he has issues with, I mean, there might be more. I don't know. We haven't played with any of the Chaos Princes and all the other shit. But he only had a trouble with the Dragon Ogre Lord.
Cole,
Yeah, like one-on-one.
not cool. Kolek. I just watched a game with him earlier. Yeah, there's actually a really good replay of a domination game in multiplayer with him. It was Nakai against Kolek, and Nakai actually ended up winning that battle. It was, I don't know if you watched a lot of the multiplayer, but there's a guy who casts a lot of games. His name is Turin, and he was actually casting the Warhammer 3 Grand Summer Championship this past weekend. And
Okay.
yeah, there was a great game where Nakai and the Lizards were facing off against Kolek and the Chaos, and it was just, as you can imagine, just a rock'em sock'em battle in the middle between the two sides.
Yeah, and the heroes would come into like major play for both sides.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Nakai got some buffs too in a multiplayer, but single player they made his campaign a lot better too because he was a horde character previously, and
Yep, and now there are no more hordes.
yes, his economy was absolute dog meat. So his campaign was like cool because you could just go anywhere, but it was also limited because you have like 2 armies at best. So it's a lot. It's a lot better.
And then
now.
if you got lucky, the AI did what you wanted it to.
Yes. So yeah, his campaign should be a lot better. He's just a badass lord. Tehenowin is just fucking cool.
That's the white Saurus, right?
No, that's Gorok. Tehenowin is the super big ass skink with 2 tails. He carries around a tablet that he beats the Skaven with. He's the prophet of Sotek.
He's the Red Crest, right?
Red crested skink, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically he's like albino with like a split tail.
He's an albino red crested skink.
Yeah.
Who absorbed his brother.
Something like that.
Or egg brother, whatever it is. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm super excited. But I'll be taking some time off in a few weeks after the first major patch or so, I imagine.
I like playing it with the jank. One of my favorite things when Mortal Empires 2 came out is one of the Chaos Lords or Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
His body was completely... It was wrong. Just things were twisted, and it was fantastic.
Well, I mean, that's pretty chaosy for you.
Yeah, exactly. So it worked out. It was fun as hell to watch.
Yeah, it just... When 3 launched, and it was me, Einir, Mufford, and Asti, we tried doing a co-op campaign, and it just, the Steam servers like wouldn't let people join. It was such a large amount of jank. And I was like, man, all we just want to do is play like for an hour or 2 with the boys and see how the game is, because...
I actually think I remember you guys talking about that.
Yeah, it did not work out well. But anyways, back to the game in front of us, although they're still setting up.
It's not started yet.
No, it's not started yet, although we didn't gloss over the touchdown too much. So yeah, 2-2, 2 turns left. Technically, both teams can still score. It seems more likely that the Chaos Dwarves will score than the High Elves, but we've seen stranger things. There was a game I cast one time. It was like, it started like 11 or midnight or something ridiculous between Charlie's Skaven and OTS's Wood Elves. The Wood Elves were up, I want to say, 3-1 with 3 turns left, and Charlie scored on his next turn. Maybe it was 2 turns left. It was 2 turns left. Charlie scored on his next turn, so he has 1 turn left in the game, and he gets a blitz on the kickoff and positions people in time to go catch the ball. And then OTS like tries to muck him up, and then Charlie like chains the guy free on the final turn to go get it. So he scored twice in 2 turns to tie the game 3-3, and it was glorious.
That's just aggravating too, but that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure OTS was overly thrilled about that. And then he swore off elves and chose to play dwarves, and now I hate every minute of it.
And it's entirely because of that one game, probably.
Probably.
So it's Charlie's fault. Alright.
Yeah, we can blame Charlie for a lot. Alright, there's our kick. Chavo's going to go back for it thanks to On the Ball, which is now a combination of kickoff return and pass block.
Oh man, who let the no find in?
Did I see your game against Tucson and NCB? No, Gark, I did not. Although I think I remember reading in the chat that it was pretty interesting. Tippett clearing a way for himself and the Hobgoblins potentially. This might be the first time Wolves has played like a quote-unquote spread offense as his Chaos Dwarves. Usually has a few more blockers to, you know, block stuff. You were 0-1, turn 4, 5, second half, 1, 2, 1. Jeez, dude. It do be like that sometimes. Although Tucson has a pretty solid human team. I think he's my last game of the regular season. What? A wood-elf game was super dicey? Does Wolf realize he passed on a 4+ at best?
I don't think he's passing this turn.
No. So he's gonna have to... Tori, no! Oh well, just badly hurt. When you get... You've got Tippett in range. You might be able to get another Hob in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. GFI behind Tippett.
He might force one of his bull centaurs to take hits up top.
Maybe.
You can't hear the meowing, can you?
Okay, well apparently we're gonna bank on handing the ball off to Tippett next turn, so
That's dangerous. Like, I think every single elf...
every single high elf on the team is gonna run over there and beat the shit out of him.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's safe for a tie, but...
I mean, Gru can get someone in scoring position too, so...
Absolutely, but I think he has to, like, almost push most of his elves onto that centaur.
Yeah, you send 8 elves on the centaur, 2 downfield and 1 somewhere else, and you see what happens, I guess. No, I wouldn't worry about strip ball. It's not... No. Not important.
Yeah, he's not going to use his, he's not going to use his blitz on the strip ball.
No,
he's going to be using it on taking Andre out.
Other way around, I think he was saying he's got to protect the ball from being stripped.
Oh, then he just moves Russell Wilson onto XCOM.
Yeah, I like a piece of that guy. Overrated. Yeah, Russell needs to move his scoring. You can't just have one guy. It's not good.
Hats still go for it, though.
Okay.
-2 dice Morg. You've got Walter.
Okay, we can put
and then you can push. If he manages to knock Morg down, then he can put Gloria like in the center and block half of the stuff.
We can put Bazza in scoring range in the middle of the crater or somewhere over there first, and then we can cover the 2 guys down here. What if we take Morg and block Walter and then come around with XCon? I think we have to double GFI. But yeah, XCon can hit the ball, which is dangerous, but... Would it be a -3? We got the guard.
Nope, it'd just be a... Well, if Morg pushes Walter through, then it would not be a -3.
Well, we'd also have to tag Nelson to make it a -2.
Or just Henry. No, if Morg pushes through Walter, then it's only -2. Oh wait, you're right. Strength's 5. Yeah, okay.
Still, the problem with stripping here is that there is, like you said, Chavo's right there. I mean, Lewis can just grab the ball back. So... maybe blitzing Wilson and, like, triple covering Andre is the way to go? Yeah, so as much as I love the strip ball plan, I just... A, it's 2 GFIs. B, I think he can recover it relatively easily, so there's not a point. And I don't think you can recover the ball.
No, I don't think so.
Also, Andre does not have dodge, which is something to keep in mind.
Yeah, but he can power through. Well,
I think we're blitzing Andre and then just tagging up Russell Wilson.
yeah, but that's still dangerous
I
because
mean,
you're gonna have to.
yeah.
Can you do a? Well, I mean, he could. Oh, he can't pass because it's agility. There's a passing skill now.
Yes, that is a huge change.
Even with agility 2, he cannot pass.
He can hand off to Chavo, for example, and have the PA 4, but
yeah, that won't work well.
it's most likely got to be a handoff. Interesting that we're doing that first. Must have a plan in mind. I mean,
Well,
technically,
you could place
XCon hasn't
the
blitzed yet.
NBFL champion on Nelson and not Diane.
Yeah.
And then that'll give him the minus 2D with strip ball.
The old Dash XCon double team. Which would be the first time ever. Okay, no, Dash is going to be free to do something. Alright, XCon, no pressure.
It's alright, you just need to go for that.
Okay, that's good.
It works.
The ball has been stripped.
We'll watch it bounce into Chavo.
Yeah, right to Java. Wait, what? You have strip ball.
He was hoping for the double pow.
I think he
Because
forgot. Okay, he just absolutely forgot. Apparently.
he assumed he had, like, a built team again. I guess.
XCon, no! See, this is all a plot. Gru gets to blame me for his loss now. Yeah, I mean, we've all done something like that, where you have a plan in mind and you execute the plan, and then
Yeah,
somewhere
exactly. He
along
went
the way
for the
you're
double
like,
pow instead of the more honest, the skull, both down, skull, skull, both down, both down.
you're just like, oh, this new plan could be better than my old plan, and then you're like, wait a second, the old plan was perfect. What am I doing? Yeah, you had strip ball, you had the pow push.
Well, I mean, he did roll a 6 on that pro, so.
Well, one time we didn't want pro to work. But yeah, you had the strip ball in effect with the first block result, so you should have taken that. And then maybe the scatter goes well, you pick up the ball with Bora. Maybe it doesn't go well and you still muck it up to where he can't score, but this it's still not an easy score.
No, but I don't think he should be blitzing with that guy. He should be blitzing with Andre.
You should also be tagging Baza in the backfield.
Yeah, because I don't think he can take Shane out, because that guy is a little bit too blodge strength 4. Unless he's... I don't know what
Yeah, we need Chavo to go tag Baza, and then we're going to go hand off to Tippett, but that's a 3+ catch. You're going to 2+ dodge, and then... Can you go the long way around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's a bull centaur. What am I thinking? Okay, so 3+ catch, 2, 2, and then like 1 more 2.
That's way too many 2s.
Better than anything else I got. I don't
Yeah,
think
like,
getting
I
a
was
2
thinking that
die
he
on
would-
Shane is a good idea, Nelphine.
No, because that's sidestep on him. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean, who cares? He
Actually,
sidesteps
that's not
down.
horrible. If he
No, it's
hits
horrible.
Shane now, even if he moves Shane out of the way,
No.
Andre can still move around. Because if Shane moves up,
You guys are crazy.
then it's only a single dodge. But if Shane moves down, it's still only a single dodge.
Well, that'd be an awful block, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, A, it's bad because you don't want to be throwing this block. B, you'd be blocking the path that I saw earlier. So yeah, do your 3+ handoff, dodge back, just go up and around. Uh-oh. Ooh, there's one reroll down. Only got 2 left.
Only 2. Alright.
Okay, and we get our touchdown.
Done.
Alright, so XCon fucks it up as usual. New Ziggland takes the 3-2 lead.
And Gru has to 1 turn.
And Gru has to 1 turn. Which, I mean, there's...
Even
if all the blockers are still available, there'd be no stand firm, so...
Yep. So, I mean, he still can. But that just means we gotta wait 5 to 10 minutes for this
setup
to end.
And then 5 more minutes for the turn.
I'm gonna go grab another drink in that case.
I'm telling Dutch we should put our game on hold for tomorrow. This is... We need to take like a stretch or a nap after this. My legs. Yeah, I mean, Dark Ops Skaven seems like it'd be pretty quick with new teams. This is it's a marathon. We had a Blizzard get 4 casualties? Wow. You don't even have Mighty Blow on anyone, do you? Oh, jeez. Well, maybe 7. Oh, don't worry, Dutch. I am mentally exhausted and fairly hungry. We're gonna make some sausage biscuits real quick or something.
What biscuits?
Sausage biscuits. Jimmy Dean's.
Yes.
Just pop them in the microwave. Yeah, that sounds pretty MRT-ish. Yeah, we will never know what would have happened if XCon had decided to pro something he didn't need to. Maybe Boar gets the ball, chucks it to Baz, and we're talking about a completely different result.
Well, in that case, it would have been like an almost guaranteed tie, but...
Nah.
Yeah. Groovy screw. He just pulled some...
Forgot a strip ball.
Playoff.
Turn to a both down. Yeah, that happens. It reminds me a little bit of my major game, the UI or whatever tournament we were doing. The guy was playing... He used pro on a already successful block 4 times. And I couldn't tell you why. Classic Karen. Alright, so we've got a movement 8 sidestepper, so we need to get to column 10. We're going to be swinging around with Shane, blitzing Henry. We could block Emmett as well if we need to.
And then you just sneak the guy between those 2 hobgoblins.
Yep. I think I put somebody else back just in case. You know, Stim can do no wrong, but he's only movement 6, so yeah. Maybe you put a Crichton in the middle. Maybe Stim throws the Crichton, and Crichton goes hands off to Bora or something. And I know people say Leap is dead, but if things go well and Bora gets all the way downfield, this is where Leap.
I don't know. Leap was already proven to work in this game too.
I think I've seen it used once.
pulled a leap. It worked.
I think it's probably the most leaping we'll see all night. No chance of leap in the next game. Forecast is 0. Okay, so we're getting dash back there as well to help stem. We'll probably space it out a little bit, but granted, dash is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so he's the right amount of squares. Maybe that makes sense. No, I'd want him up 2, just in case we... Well, I guess it depends what you do first. If you do the handoff first, he's agility 5, essentially. So you can hand off in a tackle zone. It's fine.
And he'll be fine grabbing the ball. So
please don't turn the clock back. I can't do another 10 minutes of this game. Oh god. An extra reroll. At first you're like, oh, that doesn't matter, and then you're like, wait.
It does here.
Oh no, and the ball just goes straight to Bora.
Touchback.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Alright. Well,
this game just got serious.
right, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you do have a 3 die. Now we get a push. Okay,
Yep,
that's
that
1.
worked.
So you
And then
probably
just
go
moves down.
down 1. So we still need 2 pushes. And that's fine.
Oh, this is fine.
Yeah. So we're
He
gonna,
can just use Lorbass to plug up that other hole.
that's what Lorbass is good at.
Boo.
Do we make this a 3 die?
I don't think he can.
That's fine. We still have another player to push.
Yep. Oh yeah, just cover Emmett. You're
Yep.
fine. Just put him right next to Emmett, and you're good. You just have to go to make your hit.
Just
with
go
crit.
southeast.
Yep. You're just gonna have to make your hit with crit.
Anytime now. Southeast.
Oh, he didn't do it.
Did not.
I mean, I guess he can still do this.
Yeah, I mean, you still have 2 players you can swing around. Except
Yeah,
you
he just
need
has to hit,
3
like-
players now based on the...
Yeah, so Henry Mango is out. Tano can push Emmett into the corner, and then you can still push him further out.
Yeah, I think you goofed. You should have gone southeast and then filled up those 2 spots and had a pretty easy extra push there. But you still
Yeah.
have players. You still have Wintergreen.
Yep.
You still have the 2 catchers at the bottom. So you just got to fill in the 3 spots right below Bora.
You don't even have to fill in those spots. You can just put Emmett up.
Oh,
then-
wait. Are you saying you block
Yeah.
Emmett with Tano?
Use Tano to block Emmett up, and then bring the Lorbass around to cover it. Yeah, right there. I mean, he can go for a 3 die if he just dodges Bassa out. Oh no, he can use Wintergreen too. So there's your 3 die. I think he has to do it that way.
Yeah, so you're saying you block Emmett, push him up 1, use more, block, fill in the gap. Well, fill in the gap, then block with more.
Well, exactly, yeah. Wintergreen just has to move underneath Lorbass, and then he can just push through. So he's got 2 3 die blocks.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, you know, just some pushes. No problem. There's 1.
There it is.
Alright, Morg.
And now it just
No
has to hit
chance of a
hard.
1 in... No, use Morg!
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, he wants to push more than he wants, like, for
Yeah,
both
but
down.
using Morg sends the message. Alright, here we go.
Is
Uh-oh.
Leap dead? Leap is dead? Oh.
Leap is not dead!
Ho ho!
Alright, after a grueling 2.5 hours, we have a 3-3 tie. If anything is dead, it's defense. Defense is dead.
And our afternoon, evening.
Evening.
That's pretty dead.
It's pretty dead. Okay, well, 3-3 tie between the mean Fey Quackers and the new Ziggland Chariots. Please do not watch this replay from the start to finish.
No, it's not worth your time. Like,
No, it
put
was
a little
interesting
warning.
and entertaining, but goddamn.
Oh,
Was it Garthy?
Yeah. As it happened, though, but yeah.
Alright. Well, that is it for us finally.
A 6-score game, and it's a freaking tie.
It's a freaking tie. Alright, so that's it for this game. We will be broadcasting more games probably tomorrow. So,
Yeah, dude, I'm going to bed.
alright, well, good night, sir. Thank you to anybody who was here with us all the time, part of the time, whatever the time. Take care.
See y'all whenever.